What's up, guys? How you doing? Yeah, back with another knife company I've never messed with, and that's my theme. I'm sticking to it. So, anyways, if you guys haven't watched my other videos, go and take a look if you like. Kind of the same pattern, but yeah. So, Artisan Cutlery, I know they're popular. I know they're the higher end version, if you want to call it that, of CJRB. I do own CJRB knives, but I've never got an Artisan. So, yeah. So, if you guys own one of these Artisan knives, and this one in particular, which is a Tomahawk, I'm sorry, the small Tomahawk. Um, yeah, give me a comment down there and let's talk about it. I want to see what you guys think. I want to hear your opinions. My opinion doesn't mean nothing unless you guys are, either retorting or, talking about it. So, anyways, let's open it up before I start rambling again. This is, like I said, the small version. I have big hands, so I got it because it's the most budget-friendly version out of the Tomahawks, and I kind of like the way it looks. So, if I like it, I'll get a more high-end, maybe the bigger version, a little higher-end version. But for now, we'll do this guy. Okay, so yeah, out of the box, yeah, the scales are kind of cool. I was tricked for a second there. I thought that was carbon fiber, and it says G10 when I ordered it. So, yeah, if you look at that, it does have that carbon fiber kind of pattern to it, which is kind of cool. I mean, it looks more high end, but they keep it budget. So, um, feels nice. Feels nice. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. Anyway, let's do the blade first. Oh, okay. Let me get a wipe real quick. Off camera wipe action. Ooh, I'm noticing right now the edge on there is shiny, so shiny. Look at that, nice shiny edge on there. And look at that stonewash finish. Things looking like a flat grind. And so what do they call that? A Warncliffe type blade. Anyway, nice big choil there, which I'm gonna need because the thing's small, so I'm gonna have to get up on there. But yeah, so far the blade's looking real nice. Let's go ahead and touch that. Be so careful touching it. Nice edge, no shit. There's a real nice edge on there. And you got a little jimping back here too. I don't know, if you guys haven't checked out my other videos, like my previous video had the knife I had that jimping on the back, but it had kind of a, you had to really go up on the flipper there, so you're kind of dragging across. This one not so much though. Let's get that in the camera. Let's get it in there. One deployment option, but it's a good one because that's open and closed. The lock's nice and smooth. The action's nice and smooth. And that's what I'm about. That's nice. I actually really like that. Okay, cool. So let's look at the back real quick. See what we got stamped on there. It's, yeah, if you can see. Yeah, it's a D2 blade, in case I forgot to mention that. So keep it in that budget range. You're going to have D2, which is fine, I mean, for what it is. But that edge on there is nice and shiny. I like that. See, when they pay attention to stuff like that, it makes me happy. So if I didn't mention the price point on this guy was, what was it? 45 bucks. So being that budget and having that good of a finish on it, now that's good. That's attention to detail. I like that. So let's go and close it up and take a tour real quick. I'm not thinking I'm going to find anything major on here as far as, bad machining or any kind of hot spots or burrs. And just feeling around, feeling real nice. But let's talk about what's going on here. Yeah, look at that flipper real quick. It's got a couple jimps on there. I mean, they're like almost non-existent, but it opens so smooth you really don't even notice it. But if you go from the side, you can't even see them anymore. It's like they don't exist, which is not a problem because, I mean, like I said, this thing, butter, straight butter, nice. Oh yeah, I'm geeking on the action real quick. That's one of my favorite things: acoustics, action, ergos. That's what I'm all about. Like I think I mentioned before, I don't do much with my knives. I'm a collector, so I'm not out there cutting down trees and shit. So yeah, so far so good. Nice big lanyard hole, so all you lanyard guys can put that in there and check it out. The thing's reversible. Finally, about freaking time. So yeah, that's a good thing. Lefties rejoice, right? Cool. We got a little small backspacer back there, but it's nice and solid. I like to push down on it. Yeah, it's a really nice backspacer. And let's look at the pivot. I forgot to mention that the pivot's got that like anodized ring around it. Orange and black always pops. I think it looks real nice, and they did a good job with it. Even got the branding on the pivot, which is kind of cool. Get back to the back here. Like I was mentioned earlier, you got that jimping there just for when you open it. You got that grip. If you're putting your thumb there, because there's no jimping on the blade. But yeah, you can definitely choke up on there and still use it. We'll talk about ergos in a second. But let's look at the clip real quick. Sorry about that. And you got the same pivot on the back with that same anodized ring. Looking real pretty. All right. Look at the clip. Yeah, pretty deep carry. and just gets to the edge. If you can see right there, just on the edge of the handle. So you're not going to have that, hot spot. It just covers it. So that's kind of nice right there. So you'll have a pretty deep carry on that. Um, yeah, the hardware looks good, nice and clean, no kind of strips. Awesome. Let's test tension real quick. Pretty loose on the tension, but the way the clip works there, I think it's going to hold on just fine. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue. Now let's look at the centering on here. Oh, that thing's like spot on centering. Let me hold it the right freaking way here. You see that spot on centering, and the blade's good thickness for the size of the knife. So far I'm pretty pleased with that guy. What can I compare this to size-wise? What do I got on the table? Sorry, I'm a freaking hot mess. Oh, here we go. It should be about the same size. So I got the Cutlery top seal. This here is one of my favorite smaller knives because even with my big dumb hands, it just feels full. And I actually, looking at the two together, I'll go over the ergos on that guy first in just a second. I think it's gonna be very similar as far as ergos are concerned because in size-wise and everything. So I'm gonna actually keep this one. I'm not gonna give this to my wife at all. That's what I was thinking because she's got small hands. Freaking hair. I got dogs and stuff. I might be losing my hair too, whatever. Anywho, yeah. So when I'm gonna pick this up again in a second, really feel it out. But as for the size comparison and everything, and I carry this Kaiser a lot because I was surprised by this one how the ergos felt because having bigger hands, it actually feels really nice. But I'm gonna put that guy away. Yeah, if you guys don't have one of these, you should get one. The action on this thing's the best I've ever worked with. I mean, I suck at top flippers and I can even do it. So, anyways, I'm not talking about him. Let's talk about you. All right, let's check the ergos real quick. Yeah, just like I suspected. Sorry, words are hard. Dude, that actually it feels on my hand really nice because the way the handle comes over. I'm actually pleased with that. Even I come up on here and choke up on it. Oh, choking up's freaking tits, dude. That's awesome. Dude, this is probably this is gonna be up there at the top of my list for the month, definitely. I'll probably check out one of the more high-end versions, maybe the bigger version. But yeah, this is a winner so far. So yeah, I know the videos are pretty quick, but I'm just trying to get that info out there. And like I said, the end of the month, I'm gonna do my roundup, and we'll have the crappy guys on one side, the good guys on the other side. I'll give you my opinions, my recommendations, and as always, they're opinions. But if you guys like what I'm doing, hey, go ahead and drop a like, give me a subscription. Let me fix this damn sticker. I'm gonna have to get a new sticker, and hopefully, I open some knives with stickers so I can, decorate my little desk here. But yeah, so I'm pleased with it. Like I said, if you guys like it, like the review or the overview, whatever, yeah, give me a like, give me a subscription. I'd love to talk to you guys, talk to you in the comments, whatever. And like always, I want to thank my veteran brothers and sisters out there as well as the active duty folks. You guys be safe. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Later.